It's a steamy Thursday evening in Savannah, Georgia. And that crazy guy in the yellow tuxedo is gearing up to entertain a sold-out crowd of baseball fans.
We're all about the show. And if I'm going to be on the field creating all this excitement and entertainment, I need to look like a showman. I looked actually online and I found brightcoloredtuxedos.com, got the yellow tuxedo. Now I own 5 of them.
Jesse Cole didn't set out to reinvent baseball. His plan was to pitch in the major leagues. Then, a shoulder injury in college disrupted everything.
So that ended my baseball career, and shortly after that, I got an opportunity to be an intern for a summer collegiate team. And I took that internship and had a lot of fun with it, and right out of college at 23 years old, I got offered the job as a general manager of the Gastonia Grizzlies in Gastonia, North Carolina. So that's where it started.
Jesse had his work cut out for him. The Gastonia Grizzlies were one of the worst teams in the country. The struggling organization was losing money, they had no fans, and the team was demoralized.
And I realized, wow, we have a serious problem here. What did I just walk into? So I started trying to learn everything I could about the baseball business, but more about the entertainment business. And I read every book I could, and I started realizing, wow, we can't be a baseball team anymore.
He was most inspired by P.T. Barnum, Walt Disney, and the legendary baseball owner Bill Veeck. He decided the solution for the team was speeding up the game and making it more fun by providing non-stop entertainment.
Baseball needs to change. And the reality is, if you look at all the top businesses now, they're being disrupted every single day, and they're being new and unique to go with today's culture. Baseball has remained the same for over 100 years. And it was a great game, and it still is a great game, but it needs to change if it's going to be the great game of the future. And throughout those first few years, we learned so much, but what happened was that everyone started paying attention to the team, and attendance started skyrocketing.
Then, he and his new wife and business partner, Emily, had an unexpected offer they just couldn't refuse. The owner of the team wanted to sell.
Everyone looks at me and they say, yeah, you're a younger person. How do you buy baseball teams? And I go, you take on a lot of debt. It's as simple as that. And it was a lot of responsibility, but really it gave us this unbelievable feeling of ownership that we can do anything. And there's no red tape. The 2014, 2015, 2016 seasons were tremendously successful for Gastonia, even as we had bigger goals to start new franchises.
Jesse and Emily felt they had a formula to market baseball in a new way. And as luck would have it, they heard about an opportunity in the much bigger market of Savannah, where a minor league team called the Sand Gnats was leaving.
Their numbers were down, and from what we were hearing and from what everybody was saying in the public, the team blamed the stadium, that it needed a new ballpark, that was going to be the catalyst to turning Savannah into a successful minor league market.
When they saw the beautiful, historic Grayson Stadium, they knew it would be the perfect home for starting a new team and resurrecting baseball in Savannah.
We always want to bring life back to old things. We're very nostalgic in that sense. And we knew that the potential was here. Savannah is an amazing city. And yet you have this huge landmark that's empty. And from that moment, we were talking to the commissioner of the league and starting to get ideas and knew that someday it could be something.
The success the Coles had in Gastonia encouraged the Coastal Plain League commissioner to support them in launching a new summer collegiate team in Savannah.
It was our first franchise in the state of Georgia, and going into a minor league type atmosphere where people were a little hesitant about who we were and whether or not we would be successful.
The support for the new team in Savannah was lukewarm, at best.
We put everything we had to start up the team, and then for some reason the city just didn't buy into us. It seemed like, who are these guys? It's college summer baseball. It's not professional. We don't understand this. And no one was buying tickets. There was no excitement. There was no energy. We didn't have a name yet, and just no one was paying attention.
So Jesse put on his P.T. Barnum hat and remembered the famous quote, "Without promotion, something terrible happens. Nothing."
So we did a Help Us Name the Team contest. We wanted to get the community involved. We don't want to be something generic, especially not something that potentially nasty like a sand gnat. We want to be something that people like.
They got thousands of responses, but one stood out.
We had one suggestion from this woman, and it was the bananas. And my wife and I looked at each other, we talked to our president and said, you know what? We can have fun with this. And for the next couple weeks, we started just thinking about all the different ideas, but we also looked at each other and said, the community could hate it. And so we were so nervous, we said, but you know what? You gotta take chances. If it's normal, do the exact opposite. And there's no team in the country That's a banana. There's no team named after fruit. Let's do it. And so we went all in and said, let's roll the dice and introduce to the community the Savannah Bananas.
Toby Wright has been coming to baseball games at Grayson Stadium since he was 4 years old. His response to the new team name was echoed all over Savannah.
I was not happy to say the least. I'm not going to lie. I did not like it at first. I hated it.
Channeling P.T. Barnum again, Jesse and Emily pushed through the negative response, clinging to the idea that there's no such thing as bad publicity.
They have done a wonderful job here in Savannah, and it was not without hurdles, not without a lot of naysayers, and so I commend Jesse and Emily on not letting that tear you down, being optimistic and persevering.
With the start of the season, the community began to embrace the young team, loving the fact that ticket prices included unlimited food, tons of giveaways, and a run of show that rivals a 3-ring circus.
It's fun, it's entertaining, it's a show. It just happens instead of having a movie showing, we've got a baseball game in the background. But there's interaction, there's life. You hear it when you're parking and getting out of the car, walking in, and you see it in the crowd. Everybody's having fun, the family-friendly atmosphere, being able to be cost affordable for a family of 4, to be able to escape reality for 3 hours or so and come out here and enjoy yourself without it hurting your wallet is fantastic. But the job that they have done here with the Savannah Bananas really was what Savannah needed.
They got a fairy tale ending. The Savannah Bananas won the playoffs in their inaugural season, giving them a huge boost for their second year, with most games sold out. And they have a contingent of die-hard fans now making it the hardest ticket to get in town.